Take you to Parliament, where the address is set to take place from. Kennedy, no doubt Parliament is abuzz with activity. What are some of the murmurs you're hearing from MPs?
And right, Smithy, it has been abuzz with activity, as you have said, and for the last 1 hour there has been heightened activity. And actually we've seen some of the army bosses who've just come in, and that is a clear signal that any time from 2 o'clock President Uhuru Kenyatta will be expected to arrive at this particular point as he now readies to give his State of the Nation address. But as you've also said, is that there is a myriad of information of what Kenyans are expecting from President Uhuru Kenyatta, from how will he address job losses, how will he tackle BBI, because it is one of the talking points in the country right now, on the state of the security of the country, and all this. And we do expect also President Uhuru Kenyatta will be announcing some recovery measures with regards to COVID-19. Remember, the country has just been hit with a second wave of the coronavirus, and many believe that if things were to be shut at this particular time, then the country will never recover from what it has. But right now, I'm joined by Chris Wamalwa, Member of Parliament, just to tell us what are some of the expectations that you expect from today's speech of President Uhuru Kenyatta with regards to all these issues, and what would you really want to see in that particular speech?
First of all, I want to say that it is an obligation of the President, in line with Article 132 of the Constitution, that he has to have a special sitting in Parliament today and to address 3 fundamental issues, as you've clearly put it. 1, on matters of security of the nation, and 2, the international obligation. You know, Kenya is not existing in isolation. And Kenya is part and parcel of many of international treaties which have been ratified by Parliament. So he needs to explain to the Kenyans to what extent has he realized those international obligations. And thirdly, he's supposed to address the nation pertaining on matters of governance in line with Article 10 of the Constitution. And this is where he's going to look at the issues of integrity, issues of devolution, issues of governance. We are aware about the BBI issue as we speak right now, because every Kenyan is talking about BBI. And Article 10 of the Constitution clearly talks about issues of public participation. And this BBI report, some have been saying that there's no room for improvement. And the buck stops at the President, because the President has said it clearly that let the people read. And when you have any issue, we want these issues to put everybody on board. So today is the day that Kenyans are expecting so much from the President. Looking at the challenges we have, the coronavirus challenges that we have right now, as you know, schools are at home. The positivity rate is very high, and yet the schools have not been closed. The issues of corruption, are we done with the corruption? The other day we had told you have COVID billionaires. The KEMSA matter has not yet been resolved. So we expect a lot from the President, and particularly governance, because this is his second last address to Parliament.
And also, Mheshimiwa, staying on that matter of corruption, we saw also President Uhuru Kenyatta just the other day receive a report from the DPP, and this report is with regards to the cases that are taking place. But then again, you hear governors in Naivasha say that they want to be absolved from criminal culpability if their name is not on the signature. What would you say about that?
Remember, in Parliament, some times back, there was a law which had been proposed on the floor of the House that governors should enjoy some immunity when they're still in office. And we oppose that. So governors cannot take us at ransom. We are opposed to that, and any Kenyan who is going to any governor who is going to misappropriate the public funds must be, if he's culpable, the law must take its course. So that issue alone, we're not going to accept, because a lot of resources have been devolved. We're seeing a lot of corruption. When you come to my county, in Trans Nzoia County, all the billions, the governor cannot explain. The projects he started, he has never launched any.
No. Mheshimiwa will not give you an opportunity because he's not here to actually defend himself. But the point is home that we cannot absolve them from criminal culpability.
We cannot.
And these are just some of the issues that we do expect are going to crop up from President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech today, as everybody is really waiting to see the issue that Mheshimiwa has actually alluded to, the question of COVID billionaires. Remember, the President had addressed himself to the question of within 21 days they would want that matter dealt with. But we've seen that the DPP received that file and returned it saying that there was no sufficient evidence. So how is he going to do this, and what do we expect, noting that President Uhuru Kenyatta has actually received a list? Mheshimiwa will also remember that some time back, President Uhuru Kenyatta had come with a list of people who are supposed to have been prosecuted here. Do we also see such a scenario, noting that the DPP has actually given him another report just a few days ago?
It is very, very unfortunate. We find that that was just a preliminary list where the investigations had not been completed. So if at all the president is coming with the end list, he must ensure that the due process has been followed, full investigation has been done, because that was just a preliminary. And at that time, EACC made a lot of mistakes. So if at all the president is coming with any list, which we will celebrate, let it be the list that has gone through the due process in terms of investigation, and there's full evidence that the matter can be taken to court and hold the matter on the side.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. And these are some of the comments that we are receiving and will be receiving as the day goes by, as most members of parliament now and the whole Kenyans expect to hear from President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is going to be addressing the country probably from about 3 o'clock, and he'll be addressing himself to most of these issues. And a point has come up that they will not want to hear from the president if he has some inconclusive answers. There has been speculation about this particular report that was given to President Uhuru Kenyatta at the beginning of this week, where we have heard that about 7 cabinet ministers and also principal secretaries are in that list that was given to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Will he be prescribing something? Will he be speaking to the COVID billionaires that was done by Dennis Okari? And also, what measures will be looking at in combating COVID-19? We have also been told that it is now spreading very fast in counties, and President Uhuru Kenyatta was able to give county governments that opportunity to now look at this particular matter and prescribe measures according to the severity of this particular disease in their own counties. So we are keeping an eye just to know what is it that President Uhuru Kenyatta will be addressing the nation to, coming just a week after he gave some new measures on combating coronavirus that will mean that your Christmas and a new year will be spent in-house. Back to you, Smerty, in studio.